Hey guys, so I'm making a new batch of fertilizer today, and I thought that this would be a great opportunity to make a video on a batch of fertilizer, what goes into it, and what you can do to get started. Because I get a lot of requests, so I'm going to show you one way of doing it. This is a great way of doing it. Um, there are 100 different ways of fertilizing your lawn. You know, when it comes to killing weeds, there's only a couple of ways to do it. There's only the right way of doing it. When it comes to insects, there's only, if you put the right product in, there's only one way of doing it. But when it comes to fertilizing, there are literally 100 different ways of fertilizing. So you can put a lot of product in when you're fertilizing. You put a little bit of product in when you're fertilizing, and then the effects are like nothing to picture perfect green wetting lawn look. So I'm going to show you what to do for the picture perfect green lawn. But I also want to say that I'm showing you how to do this, but you're doing it at your own risk. Okay, for that picture perfect green lawn, you do need to make sure temperatures aren't super hot. You also have to make sure that it's getting watered in. So I'm just going to show you the safe way of doing it all the way up to that picture perfect green wetting look. So when it comes to, I don't use, well, I shouldn't say that. On this batch, I'm not going to use nitrogen. I like to use ammonium phosphate because nitrogen breaks down into ammonium phosphate. So I just use this directly. The other thing is ammonium phosphate actually does break down also. So you do get less of the ammonium phosphate, and that's why you're getting 2100. Anyway, I won't go into all that. I just like to use ammonium phosphate, and I'm just showing you my mix. For the safe mix, you want to put 2 bags for every 100 gallons. So today we're talking about a 100-gallon tank. But the safe rate is 2 bags. That's the safe rate. You put 2 bags of ammonium phosphate, and you're good. You're okay if the customers don't water the lawn. Okay. The hot rate I like doing when it's early spring or late fall. That's when I put 3 bags in. Because again, if they don't water it, I'm still in good shape because it's not that hot. I feel like I'm not going to burn the grass. Now, you got to be careful with this red rate. That's the rate where you got to make sure it gets watered in because it could burn the lawn. But that's when you get that really dark green, color. The humates, this is $30, and I put 1 gallon of humates in every 100 gallons, which comes out to $12. And then Speed Zone, if I were to fill up this 100 gallons with Speed Zone, you're looking at $40 because it costs $199, well, $200. So for the 100 gallons. And then, so that's why I like this backpack. This backpack sprayer I take with me. It's got Speed Zone in it so that I don't have to fill up this tank with Speed Zone because of how much it costs. So I fill this up so that when I'm spraying, when you first start out, a lot of your lawns are going to be weeds, you know. And all new customers, most new customers, when they call you, they have weeds, and so that's what they want you to do. So there are times where I do put the Speed Zone in my tank, and I go and spray lawns because I know that they're full of weeds, and it's just a lot easier than going around with the backpack sprayer. And that backpack sprayer empties out quick, so you only want to use it for spot treatments. So anyway, let's get back to it. So this net, I wanted to show you. Let me see. So this net goes in the tank, inside the lid, and then you pour the solubles inside here. So that you pour it in there slowly, and then it breaks down and dissolves into your tank, rather than just spraying this directly in your tank. It could clog the pumps. So that's why you got to be careful too with solubles, with granular stuff. So anyway, also you want to get a measuring cup. So I got this one's with 4 cups, and then this is a half a gallon measuring cup. And then obviously, so basically if you're putting all this stuff in, you're probably looking at about $100 into your tank, not including the insecticides. Okay, so we talked about ammonium phosphate, humates, and then there's one last thing I forgot to mention here, is chelated iron. Okay, so this is the label for that. It comes in different forms. I get it in the super, basically it's like the concentrated kind. It's in the small bag. It's about $13 a bag. And you can put this, so chelated iron is good for trees, and it also, you know, gives you that extra green burst. So I definitely recommend buying these, and I put this in 100 gallons, and I also put this in a 50 gallons if I have to, just because, you know, it's just good, and it's good for your trees. There are some trees that you'll notice a big difference with this when you spray a lawn, and then there are other trees that you won't notice a difference. So it just kind of depends on what tree it is, but bottom line, it's good for your trees. So that's another good selling point that you could tell your customers, that your fertilizer also has nutrients for your trees. So you know, I just wanted to show you. I don't know why I have these here. Well, this for June, I like to spray or put this Upstar insecticide. This takes care of, you know, spiders, ants, all those insects that are in the lawns. The Lada is for grub control. So basically, if you're adding one of these in there, you probably add another $20 to your tank. So you're probably up to $135 for your 100-gallon tanks. You put the chelated iron with any rate you do, whether you do 2, 3, or 4 bags. I still always put chelated iron in there. So anyway, I hope this helps. I get a lot of requests for people that want to know like how to make a fertilizer so they can start selling it, or they're having issues with a lawn that's just not greening up. This should do it, but like everything else I show you, just do it at your own risk. I would test it with somebody that you know that'll let you do the test, and then just go from there. One thing I forgot to mention is this gun with this 1.5 to 2 gallon a minute nozzle, also known as like a Lesco gun. I only use it when I've got when I have a soluble mix like this, or with nitrogen, or with ammonium phosphate, because the JD9 gun will get clogged, and then it won't like the trigger. It'll seem like the trigger's always pressed even when you let go. So I only use this JD9 gun when I have like a mix specifically made for killing weeds, because it's really good for that, and there's no solubles in it, or anyway. But so this is a good fertilizer gun, just so you know. This one is good for spraying a mix that was made with liquid even before it goes into your spray tank. So anyway, I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. So for this mix I showed you, you want to use this gun. All right, but I hope this helps. Talk to you later.